Welcome to Jira Assistant Worklog Report Demo. Let us first look into the various configuration settings available. Click on Config icon from top right corner of the screen. Configurations are categorized under various tabs, which includes various formatting and filtering options. Let us start with data source configurations. Jira Assistant supports generation of worklog report based on one or more sprints, or based on a selected date range. In this demo, let us have a look at sprint-wise worklog generation. Then select all the sprint boards which you would like to generate the report for. By changing the user list option, we can choose to see work logs for all the users who logged work in the sprint, or only for some selected users. For now, let's choose users with worklog added. Additionally, you can expand to see more options. You can round the start and end date time of the sprint based on which worklog would be pulled. This feature would be useful where you might start the sprint later in a day, while teams start logging from morning. Let's leave it to default and hide it for now. Let us save the changes by clicking the Done button. Now click Choose Sprint option from top right corner. Here you will see all the selected Agile board listed. While generating report, you can select only the required boards. Then select the sprint details to generate report. You can either go with these options like last sprint or last X number of sprints. Or choose custom and select individual sprints from the list. Let me select another board as well to view multiple boards. And select couple of custom sprints. We can select any number of boards and sprints, but be cautious of the data being pulled. We are good to generate the report now for both the selected Agile boards. Once done, wait till the report is generated. Look at the top and you will see data of each board under different tabs. The sprints under this board does not have much worklog added, and hence the report is almost empty. So let's switch to the second board. Here we go. Under the board you would see grouped report and flat report. Group tab reports worklog on daily basis for each sprint, grouped by individual users. We have min and max hours to log, which can be configured from General Settings page. Currently it's configured as minimum 6 hours and maximum of 8 hours range. Worklog per day within the range would be highlighted with green color. Any days below that range would be highlighted with yellow, and above the range with amber color. You can also click to drill down the user to view individual issues and work logs on daily basis. The status of the issue is shown along with the summary. Let us have a look at some more configurations available. Formatting tab lets you configure how the worklog information appear on screen. Log hour format lets you configure how the hours appear. Let us now try it and you can observe how data reflects based on this change. Hope you see the difference in how the hours are formatted. Let's look at other options. Log breakup lets you split or merge multiple worklog entries for the same day on same ticket. Time zone lets you choose based on what time zone worklog entries should appear in. User display format lets you just show the username to better utilize real estate. Or include avatar and email address for better representation. Fields list tab lets you choose one or more additional fields to be displayed for each issue. Like you can add assignee, reporter, epic, or any other additional fields. Before we look at log filter tab, let's have a look at JQL filter. JQL filter provides you option to filter data based on JQL query. You can provide any valid JQL to filter the issues. Let's take a look at log filter. This tab lets you filter the work log based on when it is created or updated. You can configure to show all the work logs, or work logs added before the threshold or after the threshold. Let me choose before threshold for now. You can choose to consider modified date or just created date. For now let's consider modified date as well. Threshold type can be X number of days from log date, or X number of days from last date, or select a specific date yourself. I will leave to log date for now. I will leave the X number of days to 5. We configured to show work logs logged within 5 days from actual log dates. Let us see it in action after a refresh. Unselecting the board which has no work log data. Here you go. These work log records are not displayed because they are not logged within 5 days from each days. And you see work log information from December 2nd. Let's now change the config to show work logs added within 10 days. Refresh and wait for the data. Still initial dates are empty, but we see data for some more days starting November 28th. Let's now configure the report to show any work logs added after the threshold of 10 days. Click Done and refresh the report. And now you see the data for November month, while the data for December is gone as it is added before the threshold. Let us select the date-based threshold option, and select December 5th as the threshold date, and choose to pull work log created before that date. Refresh the report and wait. And we see no work log is logged before December 5th for these sprints. Finally, let's pull the work logs logged after the threshold. And now we see all the work logs. Thank you for watching this video. If you like Jira Assistant, please rate us with a 5-star in Web Store.